Yeah. So it is. More people do these.
Give it a minute.
Do they have the safety audio?
Yeah, I will start with the safety announcement,
Yes.
and then you can get started.
To meet you.
Yeah, this is Janelle, and she works on the CB
I'm
side.
Janelle.
Yeah, we'll just do a safety announcement, and then you can, come and say anything you want to say. Really, always welcoming if you call. How many? So we have 28 on the Metro North side and have 36 on the side. So that's about, about 60. I can't do math.
I know, I can't do more right
64?
now. I have math.
Use your
64,
calculator because I
that's
don't even
good.
know what it.
Yeah.
A few dropped out, that's why the
And
number is not.
they're all completed the 18 months, or is it 12?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
all
all
18.
they're all graduated.
And so they'll be staying here on other roles. They'll be staying here on other roles. They'll be staying here with other roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been placed
They're
throughout the
places.
agency.
They're all staying.
Right.
Yeah. Not moving to go anywhere. Yeah, no, that's everyone who's here, they're just straight graduating. Yeah, they're willing to go into their, field. So yeah, let me get started. So let me tell them to make the safety announcement, and then you can come and say hi. So,
But not anybody else after that. So do they introduce them? Like,
yeah, you introduce yourself.
very, very busy. I just want to tell you, you're a great tenor, great person to have in the building. Great person.
You know some big people.
These people love you.
Does he?
He's supposed to be. I don't see him yet. Let me ask Kevin. Let me just give me 1 second.
Yeah, you might want to check.
They're rocking and rolling. Growing pains and everything. I see. Of course not. George is the people.
All right, folks, we are about to get started. If you can please take a seat. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Before we start, we would like to play a short safety announcement.
Your safety is of the foremost importance to the MTA. Therefore, we ask that you listen and adhere to the following instructions. If you witness an emergency, notify emergency personnel in the room and call 911 immediately. Please follow any audible instructions provided through the public address system or visually on screens in the event of an emergency. If an alarm sounds, wait for a public address announcement and follow instructions. If told to go to another floor or to evacuate the building, leave all unessential items behind and use stairwell A just across the main hallway or stairwell B down the hallway past the elevators. If you have a mobility disability or cannot self-evacuate, please proceed to stairwell D or E for assistance by MTA staff or emergency personnel. An automated external defibrillator, AED, for use by trained personnel is in the main hallway just past the elevators. If you need assistance during an evacuation, please tell an MTA staff member or emergency personnel. Thank you and have a safe day.
Thank you very much. And now, to get us started, please welcome Mercida Ibrek, who is our Chief People Officer at the MTA. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Is this low enough? Is this fine? Okay. Good morning. I'm a little intimidated to be in this room full of our bright and very focused engineers. So I asked George real quick before we started. I was like, how many exactly did we pull off? I'm just impressed at the caliber in this room, and I'm impressed with our team for really pushing this program through. Engineers are mission critical to our organization. We run a transportation organization at our core. I'm a little out of breath because I take 3 trains in every morning. I'm an active user of our system, but it was so important for me to be here today to make sure that I saw all of these faces, not because you gave it your all in the last 18 months in this program, but because you're encouraged and excited to stay at the MTA and to continue to grow your careers here. That is why we do this work, not just because we need the best and the brightest, but we certainly do, but because we're also focused on building career paths and building a team all the way from the ground up so that when you're 10, 20, 30 years down the road, like many of the people you have been mentored by in the last 2 years. You know, you can look back at this time, the beginning of it all, really sort of proud and really taking in all of the experiences that we've been able to sort of give you here. This is unique. No place does things like this, like the MTA. And I say that not because I'm proud. I say that because, well, in the last 2 years, you've seen all of it, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly, right? There's definitely a lot of all of that, right? But if you're going to make any change, if you're going to have any impact in your career, in the world, a place like the MTA is an incredible institution to do that. So I really want to first, congratulate you all, be the first to congratulate you all on graduating this program today. But I'm really excited for what's to come and to see all of your progression here at the MTA. I know that there is both mostly Metro North and C&D in here, and we certainly want to see an upward movement in those agencies. But remember, we also have other supporting agencies here at the MTA. So when we talk about career growth and career progression, it's not linear. It can go sideways. It can go in a squiggly line. We encourage all of it. All of it is a good movement. So I just, again, want to thank you all for being here today, congratulating you all as you kick off your real career here at the MTA. And I want to thank you all for really entrusting us in being your first start in your careers. So thank you. Am I introducing Yvelle? Okay, come on, Yvelle. Yvelle's our Deputy Chief for Organizational Design and Development here at the MTA, and she's responsible for this program.
Thank you, Mercida. Thank you. And I just want to start by saying thank you because I think we forget. Thank you. Thank you to the leadership in the organization for trusting us. Thank you for the teams. And I see her, she's like this proud smile. Yes, I worked really, really hard on this. Thank you. Thank you, George, on my team, George Prasil, for literally running up and down and taking this on. So I appreciate you. Where are you, George? Thank you. Again, thank you, Kathy, so very much for trusting us. And when I say trusting us, it took a brain trust to bring this together. A couple of years ago, we were saying that we needed to bring this back. And we needed to bring this program back because we desperately needed the next generation of leadership. This next generation of leadership, when they came through the door, I gotta tell you, we were excited and we were also challenged. Because what that meant for us is your new thoughts, your innovations would challenge the way we think. And I know that I've seen a lot of you before, and I said, are you going to put your fingerprint on this organization? How many of you have? Can I see by a show of hands how many of you have put your fingerprint on this organization? Come on, raise those hands. Let me tell you what that meant. That meant that I said to them, when you come here, you have a fingerprint that no one else has. So you get a chance to impact this organization like no one else can. And they said, we're up for the challenge. So don't hide. Make sure that you raise it high. So again, I said thank you for allowing us to bring together this brain trust. Thank you for allowing us to see you. And I'm going to tell you, today is National Wingman's Day. Did you know that? National Wingman's Day. So some of you may say, hey, we're not aviation. Why are you bringing up a wingman? I'm talking about the wingman in the bar. I'm talking about the wingman that spurs you on. What I'm hoping today is we no longer have trainees, because I want to tell you, they were like, we don't like that name, trainees, we're not trainees. There was a process to go from trainee to wingman. So it happens to be National Wingman's Day, and I am appointing you all our wingmen. And if you don't know what a wingman does, right? So they spur you on. They make you look good so that the person you're trying to talk to is going to want to talk to you. Thank you for being our national wingman. Thank you. And you know, I have the pride and honor to bring up Miss Catherine Rinaldi, podcaster. Come on, this woman doesn't sit still. Leader, many firsts. And I'm proud to say she's a leader at the MTA and a woman that walks the talk, jumps in, and makes it happen. She even ran 2 organizations. You know that, right? So without further ado, Miss Catherine Rinaldi.
Thank you, Val. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. This is actually, I announced my retirement last week, so this is very bittersweet for me because this is the last time I'll be actually doing an associate engineer graduation. So I'm really, really thrilled to be up with you today. I'm really excited about this program. It's a program that Metro North has always been really proud of. And to show you that, I mean, there's a lot of Metro North leaders in the room, and there's alums that I actually happen to take the train down with. This is a group of people. This is a society that you are now part of. You'll be a graduate after today. You will be an alum. You'll be coming down on the train to 2 Broadway to celebrate the next class and the class after that. You have been initiated into a fraternity, a sorority that we're all super, super proud of, and we're super proud of you here today. I have prepared remarks. I'm not going to use them because they're kind of long. I just want to sort of speak from the heart with respect to what this program means to the railroad and means to the region. So a couple of years back, Metro North had its 40th anniversary. We came into existence in 1983. And we were cobbled together from some decrepit railroads that had not been taken care of for many, many years. We inherited an infrastructure that was neglected. We had power substations that dated back to the 1910s. We had speed restrictions in place all around the New Haven line. It was a railroad that was falling apart around us, and we had to pick it up and build it up. OTP, when we took over Metro North, was 81%. Last year, our OTP was 98%. Why is that? Because of the team, and you guys are now going to be part of the team. It was the team that built that infrastructure back, piece by piece, mile by mile. Catenary, the tracks, the substations, all of it. We took this thing that was falling apart, and we brought people back. We brought it back. It is now the pride of the region. It has got the highest customer service ratings throughout the entire MTA system. It is something that we are all proud of, and we are proud of it because of the legacy of railroaders like you who rolled up their sleeves to bring it back. You are now part of that. You are a railroader. You are all railroaders, and now you have that legacy to take that infrastructure, invest in it, give your passion, your commitment, the training and the tools that you have built up through your education and through your time in this program. You are now going to take over that legacy and run with it. One of the things that's so exciting for me as I take leave of Metro North is the fact that we are poised to have a capital program that really for the first time acknowledges what the needs of our system are. We have a Grand Central Artery project, which is something that recognizes how central Grand Central is to the way that we run our service. There's going to be unprecedented investments in the Harlem line and stations there, which are literally falling apart. The Hudson Line resiliency, because we have a railroad along the Hudson Line with mudslides every time it rains, and how are we going to protect that asset from the effects of climate change? So we're going to have investments, and you are going to be part of the solution. That's the exciting part of this. You guys are going to be here for years. It's going to be part of your job to work together, work with the other departments, figure out all these problems with respect to how do we continue to run safe and reliable service and get this work done. These are challenges. You guys have different degrees. Some of you are mechanical engineers. You've got power people. You've got CNS people. You've got project managers. You're going to have to form relationships with the transportation department. You're going to have to form relationships with the maintenance of equipment department. You're going to have to work together. If you're at the railroad, you're going to have to work with C&D. If you're at C&D, you're going to have to work with the railroad. This is a team effort, and it is a sacred trust, and you are now initiated into that fraternity, sorority. You are part of that legacy. You are railroaders. There is nothing like it. I am so proud of all of you today. I'm so proud that you're part of the railroad, and so proud that you're going to carry on the legacy that we love so much. So congratulations to all of you. Thank you for all the work that you've done to get yourselves to this point. We're here because we're excited and we are invested in your success. This program exists because we're invested in you. We want you to succeed because when you succeed, we all succeed. The region succeeds, the world succeeds. We are so proud of what we do, and we are so proud that you're going to be a part of it. So thank you all very much.
Jamie's not here yet. I think he'll be here at some point. But until he comes, we will get a video from our trainees who are graduating today. It's a special video that we recorded for this event. And the screens went black. Okay, all right, perfect, thank you.
Hi, my name is Andrew Magnus.
My name is Clement McLean Lewis. My major is computer engineering.
My name is Victoria Lennon, electrical engineering.
My name is Jimmy Lee. My major is civil engineering in undergrad.
I was thinking of working for Google, Apple, those big tech companies, and I think I'm just gonna work there, show my skills, and just get hired in that particular company outright.
I thought I would wind up somewhere in a small office with no windows, staring at a computer screen all day. But being here around people, around the customers, it's a really nice change. I didn't think about the MTA at all. I didn't know anything about transit, but I'm really glad that I made the decision to make that move.
I was really honored to get to be a part of the trainee program. It's an 18-month program with three 6-month rotations. So my first rotation, I got to see how projects are managed. I worked in the division called Project Controls within C&D. In my next rotation, I worked for delivery and in design specifically for architecture. In my third and final rotation, I actually moved out of delivery and into something called C&D's Capital Asset and Planning Group, where I got to see the program as a whole.
The training program was comprehensive, extensive. I learned a lot. I got to experience a lot of things that I've always wanted to see as a kid. So this program has really brought me a lot to not just my personal life, but to my professional life as well.
It was great. I had a lot of strong mentors who were really great in preparing me for my next career move.
If somebody was considering coming to Metronode as a new AE, I would tell them absolutely do it.
If somebody is considering joining this program, I think you should. I think if you are interested at all in the public sector, if you're interested at all in working across scales, from the nuts and bolts up to the metropolitan system, if that is interesting to you and if you think that you want to try it, this is the program to try to make your career start.
Morning, everyone. I'm Jamie Torres Springer. I'm the president of MTA Construction and Development. Good lesson, always be a little earlier than the scheduled meeting, just in case things run early. How many C&D trainees are here? All right, good. You got good seats. It's really great to be here. I want to just recognize this very special day. This is the third cohort of C&D trainees. I've met a lot of you, spent a lot of time with you out in the field, in meetings in our office, elsewhere, just thinking about how we can do things better, faster, and cheaper. And the level of commitment to that amongst our trainees has been extraordinary. I'm looking around, a lot of familiar faces here, and we've had lots of interactions. So this is great. The other thing that's great is so many senior leaders from C&D, and I'm sure Metro North as well, are here to support you. I was in the elevator with Jonna from planning, who was coming up to support a trainee that had rotated into planning. And there's just such a great feeling across our organization about the importance of having great trainee cohorts, giving you the skills, bringing you into the organization, graduating you, and then retaining you as part of our organization for your whole career. That's what we're all deeply committed to. And, you really, you see it on the other end. I think, once in a while, someone actually retires from MTA Construction and Development. We try to discourage it. But you go to a retirement party somewhere in the neighborhood, which I hope some of you have been to, and talk to folks that have been working for the MTA for 30 or 35 years, have rotated through a whole series of different departments, and just made a huge difference within this organization. You can make a difference if you're here for a shorter period of time, too. We understand that the labor market works a little bit differently today than it used to, but it's just a place where you can accomplish extraordinary things. And I want to just say that I always talk about at construction and development, everybody hears me say this all the time, we have 3 big goals. We have to execute our program, get projects committed, and we're readying ourselves to do that at a really torrid pace with additional funding, including from congestion relief and the next capital plan. Complete projects and do it in a quality and safe way. So the program execution is a very important thing. We're also the change management agency of the MTA. We're planning for the future and developing a vision of what the MTA systems will look like 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. And then we have to build an organization because C&D was formed 5 years ago as a new agency to deliver capital projects on behalf of all the operating agencies of the MTA. And we know that you can't just form an agency and work and not think about what it's going to look like in the future. So we have a whole series of goals. A lot of it is led by Sean Moore, who's here to build that agency at the MTA so that it's got strength and resilience. And the trainee program is the rare thing that contributes to all of those goals at the same time. You're helping us execute the program. You're helping us plan for the future, and you're certainly a big part of building the organization for the future as well. So you couldn't be more important to what we're accomplishing. And I'm so proud of the creativity and the dedication that we've seen from you in the time that you've been here. Congratulations on this big milestone, and look forward to working with you for many years in the future. Thanks, everyone.
And now it's time for us to hear from our trainees. The ones you saw in the video earlier, they were chosen by their fellow colleagues to speak to you this morning. So first up, I believe, is Andrew Magnus, who is an architect trainee with C&D. Andrew.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. How's everybody? Good, beautiful day. No, in all seriousness, I can't believe it. 18 months has really just flown by, and I think that I can speak for everyone when I say that it has been an incredible opportunity to be a part of this organization, especially so early in our careers. Before I forget, I do want to do a quick shout out to some of my bosses and mentors. I have a list, but I made it while I was sitting here, so I might have forgotten you. Please don't be upset. So, huge thank you to Mohammed Garai, Peter Percivalis, Bronwyn Evans, Jason Tax, Robert Palmieri, Eric Bond, Dave Cuff, Joe Steindem, and of course, George and Kevin Branch, who organized this program. Everyone here that I've gotten the chance to work under and work with has been such a depth of knowledge and such a great mentor. We've gotten to be, and I was thinking about this while I was writing this, a couple days ago, we've gotten to be part of an agency at such a critical period in the MTA's history. Just in the last 18 months, think about it, 29 stations have become accessible to all New Yorkers by meeting ADA standards, and we've seen new high-tech trains on some of our A&C lines, for example, and we've been engaging with the public more transparently. with things like the 20-year needs and 5-year capital plan. Like, these are all things that have happened during our time here. And of course, I'm not going to forget the elephant in the room, that congestion pricing was approved and then paused and then restated. So this is an exciting time to be here. And I want to talk about today, in my 2 short minutes, about what it means to do the work. So how many of you all have read our specifications, RFPs, Division 1s, or other legal solicitations? Raise your hand. Yes. People who have not raised their hand, Valentine's Day is coming up. If you need something romantic, read the Div 1s. Seriously, I was thinking about what to say, and there's this phrase that I was reading over and over again in our specifications. It sounds a bit odd. Things pop up in there that say things like, the consultant or builder shall perform the work, capital W, or the contractor shall execute and direct the work using their best skill and attention. In a standard NYCT Transit Specification Division 1, the word work is used this way over 1,160 times. And I was like, whoa, I thought we were doing the work. And sure, the construction work is to be performed in accordance with the contract documents, which is what we prepare and what we execute here at C&D. But there's something else about the relationship between workers, and capital W, work that gets done to make the railroad happen. And it's more about the projects themselves. Work can be a verb, to draft a scope or plug weld a steel member. Work can also be a noun, a location, like here at 2 Broadway, or even a vague sense of time. I remember my second day of being here, my first rotation boss was like, some people just show up to work for 30 years and then that's it, and they retire, and they're happy with that. And I would encourage everybody to consider what work means to them. Hopefully it's not that last option. So what does it really mean when we use the term capital W, work, when things are sent out to the contracting community? For me, what I've learned through my rotations is that we're not just handing off tasks. We're entrusting a vision that we've developed in-house and we are sending to be built, or we are sending to be created and realized. We're building something bigger than ourselves, and that takes more than just the people in this room. Something that impacts millions of riders every day. Our job is not to draw details or observe labor. It's to ensure that the capital W, work, that's performed every day reflects the needs of our riders and the vision of this agency. So I would encourage everybody here to choose to see, to do the work. Don't let it happen passively. Just don't let the work come pass you by. Choose to see the impact of our efforts. Choose to speak up when there's potential for improvement, and choose to see the vital role that we play in keeping New York moving. Congratulations, everybody, and let's do the work.
Thank you, Andrew. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry. Up next is Clement McLean, who is our engineer trainee from Metro North.
Let me see. Hopefully this is tall enough for me, so. All right, let's start. Good morning to the officials of Metro North Railroad, Construction and Development, MTA headquarters, and especially the graduating class of the Associate Engineering Program. What an incredible honor it is to stand before you all today. The simple act of saying thank you does not suffice for the gratitude that I have for all the individuals that helped me along this journey and guide me throughout this program. Working with Metro North has been an extraordinary journey of growth and discovery for everyone. I remember the interview process vividly. I walked away wondering if I'd said enough or I've done enough. I was thrilled to know that I got the job in an email. But starting in June of 2023, I had a new set of concerns. I felt anxious of what to expect in the coming future and my future coworkers. Who will I be working with? What challenges will I face? After starting with the trainings and workshops that we all attended, and after getting to know each other, these concerns started to fade. These training, especially the hands-on training with the trains and equipment, gave us an understanding of operations and what it meant to be a what it meant to the railroad. It also shows us how our decisions can affect the operations of the railroad. For example, I am responsible for planning the required maintenance of 55 locomotives, including the outgoing Genesis P32. This required me to coordinate with the diesel shop management and to see what is best to bring the locomotive for inspection. I also coordinate with the fleet operations to make sure the locomotive arrived to the diesel shop without complications. Today, we reflect the challenges and achievements that we embraced and overcame. Recently, we presented our AE projects, and it shows how much we have contributed to improving Metro North. This success would not have been possible without the dedication, creativity, and initiative for each of one of us. I'm astonished by a couple of projects, including improving the longevity of the shoreline of coach fleet, improving the signage of passenger stations, infrastructure upgrades, and using software to increase our effectiveness to the respective departments. Looking back at the contributions of Metro North Railroad, we couldn't have done it without the help of our supervisors. They were our mentors who guided and challenged us throughout our journey. I am ecstatic and grateful to be part of this graduating class. We are not only engineers, we are the future of Metro North Railroad. Let us carry the spirit of collaboration, dedication, and strive for excellence in everything we do on a day-to-day basis. Congratulations to the 2023 Associate Engineering class. Thank you, everyone.
Up next is Jimmy Lee. Are you here, Jimmy? There you are. All right. Thank you. And Jimmy is a construction or project?
Construction manager.
Construction manager with CND.
All right. Wow, look at you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates of the program, and MTA leadership, and all the hardworking people who keep this incredible city moving. It's a privilege for me to stand here before you all today and reflect on our experiences this past 18 months. I want to take a moment, an important moment, to recognize some truly incredible people that have helped me along the way. Because truthfully, none of us got here alone. We had guidance, we had leadership, and we had some of the best mentors you could ever ask for. Really, some top tier people here. Sam Afifi, where is she? We spent a lot of time together, and I learned a lot from her. Her wisdom and encouragement have been invaluable to me. Matt Zetwalk, I've grown a lot under his leadership. He welcomed me onto his team and putting me in good hands and giving me an opportunity to learn from the best. Isnaka Kabide, is he here? Unbelievable work ethic, incredible dedication. You talk about someone who leads by example, this is your guy. Always pushing us to be better, to think smarter, and to work harder. Mira Armstrong, a true mentor in every sense of the word. Patient, knowledgeable, and always willing to take the time to help us grow. And of course, we have Kevin, our program executive. Kevin was always there, making sure we had the support, the resources, the training, everything we needed to succeed. He believed in us since day one, and let me tell you, having someone in your corner advocating for you makes all the difference. Now let's talk about what we accomplished. 18 months ago, we walked in as trainees. Along the way, we faced challenges and experienced moments of doubt. But we persevered, and we worked harder and learned faster than we ever have before. And frankly, we did an incredible job. We saw construction up close, managed people, designed budgets and schedules, and most importantly, we made sure to get the job done right. But let's be honest, our transit system often faces criticism, and there's a certain level of mistrust. We work with some parties that may not share the same interests as us, but we were the ones standing up for the riders, the public, and the millions of New Yorkers who rely on us every single day. We are the lifeline of this city. And while others may doubt, we show up and we deliver. Now, today, we're moving on to bigger roles. Some will be project managers, some architects, engineers, some leaders of the future. And maybe someday, one of us will run this whole thing. Who knows? But no matter where we end up, we will take these experiences with us. We'll take these relationships we formed with us. And the biggest takeaway from this program isn't just about the knowledge or the experience we've gained, but it's the relationships we've built along the way. So to everyone here today, I say be proud of yourselves, stay strong, and never stop fighting to improve the infrastructure of New York. Thank you. Keep it up. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when the job is done. Tremendous job, everyone.
Words to live by. One day, one of us will run this whole thing. Well done. Victoria Lennon, your turn.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Victoria Lennon. I work in maintenance of way with the CNS department. Standing here today, I can't help but reflect on how much this program has shaped me, not just as an engineer, but as a person. When I first joined the program, I never expected it to have such a profound impact. I've had the privilege of working alongside experienced professionals who have spent years, sometimes decades, honing their craft. Their mentorship has been invaluable, not only in passing down technical knowledge, but in demonstrating the patience, resilience, and problem-solving mindset needed to succeed in this industry. As a young professional, this program has been empowering. The most valuable lesson that I've learned is that confidence doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from being willing to contribute, ask questions, and learn. I feel incredibly fortunate to have been a part of this experience, watching both myself and my colleagues grow into the next generation of engineers. So today, I want to express my deepest gratitude and respect to those who have guided us, supported us, and most importantly, challenged us. And to my fellow graduates, congratulations.
So I want to say thank you for each of you for coming up here and speaking, because I'm not only impressed, I'm inspired. And so I heard that quote, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. We're going to make you live with that. I want to let you know we're going to keep coming to you. So this next step here is to have the certificates given out, but I want to introduce Mr. Mike Loney, Vice President, Maintenance of Way.
Good morning and thank you. So a lot of interesting things have already been said, a lot to build off there. When I came in this morning, I actually encountered Liz McAuliffe here, and I think it's appropriate that I thank her for kind of working with us, many years ago, 2012, 2013, when I was in capital programs at Metro North, and we put the associate program together for that group, and then maintenance away in the operating departments as well. But, starting with Liz and then transitioning over to George and the great work him and his team have done to assemble this group of candidates for this program. As Mercedes said, very aggressive in 2023 when we put together the quantity of associates at the time, engineers in training, ETPs, et cetera, to assemble at the time 17 maintenance away employees. We have never done that large of a class with the associates. It takes a lot of effort on a lot of parties to do that and do it successfully, and I can tell we're successful. So everyone knows, it's great work by the group there to put that together. Our management team is here as well, and as you grow forward in your career, and and as you said, somebody's going to run the place at some point. I think Andrew George is here. Andrew, Director of PTC Systems for Metro North, 2012 or 13? 2013. And Derek Singer, you here, Derek? I thought I saw Derek here. Yes, so he's Assistant Chief of Power for Metro North Operating Department, the Power Department. So there is opportunity here, great opportunity. When you join a program like this, it's not just a program, it's the access to actually working in an engineering department for an operating railroad. There's no better experience than you're going to get than doing what we do here. You have access to a lot of challenges daily. They never stop. Like you said, you're not done when the work's done. The work is never done here, right? It's 24/7. We have the greatest transportation service provided anywhere. The work is never done. We need people to help us do that, and you're a part of it. Since 2012, with this group, this present group, Maintenance Away from Metro-North, 25% of our management team went through this program since 2012. So if your manager didn't go through the program, it's likely your coworker went through the program. So Kathy spoke about a society. There is a society here, because a lot of people have gone through this program and they understand what their desire was when they joined the program, where they thought there was challenges with it, but also what the expected outcome was. And with that, the program just keeps getting better because there's like a feedback loop. Engineers always like a feedback loop, right? It's how you improve things. The improvement is we keep the program going. And it's very important we do that because we keep gaining knowledge and understanding of what's the best program, and I think you've been exposed to a very good program. So take what you learn, carry it forward, don't stop till the work's done, look for opportunity, look for engagement by the management team. If you don't feel you're being engaged, it's our responsibility to engage you, right? If we need to assist in some regard with that, if it's another opportunity within the railroad, there's always opportunity. It's a great place to work. So congratulations to the group and good luck.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks for being a pillar in this program. We appreciate you. The next person that's going to come up is Jeff Weston, our Chief Medical Officer, Maintenance of Equipment.
All right, good morning, everybody, and congratulations on your fantastic start at Metro-North Railroad. The Maintenance of Equipment Department is thrilled to have this group on board and excited to see all the incredible contributions that you will continue to make to our railroad. I was impressed last week going to the various presentations that were made. One of the things that really stands out to me is that the work that was part of those presentations was real work. It wasn't something that was made up for an AE or something that could have been just kind of a layup, so to speak, or a gimme. It was actually work that needed to be done and was done remarkably well. So you all have something to be proud of. From the first day you arrived on the railroad had high expectations of you and even higher demands for you. Each of you have stepped up and made valuable contributions through your AE program. Associate engineer graduates have become a significant piece of the MOV hiring plan, as well as our internal source of qualified people. The railroad depends on its ability to develop our internal staff and to retain talent pools so that we can fill our vital roles. The associate engineering program provides you with a great foundation for your future. What you build on that foundation is really up to you. I wish you good luck and remind you that you only receive back what you put in. It's easy to be average. It's a challenge to be extraordinary. Metro-North views all of our associate engineers as extraordinary. Congratulations and the best of luck.
Thank you, Jeff. So now is the time we are going to start distributing certificates for our Metro-North graduates. And for this, I am going to call upon my two former colleagues who started with this program back in 2023, who started the journey with you. So Liz and Robin, if you do not mind, please come to the honors of calling out the names.
Good morning again.
Thank you.
Maybe you have to use this.
So good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Robin and I were thrilled to be invited to get to see all these familiar faces from like 18 months ago, right? A lot's happened over 18 months, and it's just really, really exciting to see you all graduating and moving on in your careers here and wherever you decide to go. right? Lots of opportunity here, as everyone's been saying so far. So let me not hold this up.
One more thing. Sorry about that. And so for the certificates, we are going to ask Kathy, Jeff, and Mike Loney, as well as Sapna, to please stand by the step and repeat and take pictures with our trainees. Sapna, are you? There you are. All right. Thank you. Are you? Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so we are starting with William Albee. We'll move a little slowly so they can take pictures. Our next graduate is Benjamin Eng. Next up is Ethan Angris. Okay, our next graduate is Makaris Ansah. Next, Dilara Avsar. Next is Jumana Azar. Our next graduate is Yaron Bazav. Our next graduate, Kevin Boudou. Our next graduate is Brian Kauke. Next graduate, Kevin Crean. Our next graduate is Ian Kui. Our next graduate, David Feedy. Our next graduate, Robert Hart. Our next graduate is MD Hassan. Our next graduate is Nikki Jiang. Our next graduate, Jisa Jose. Our next graduate is Joshua Kaufman. Our next graduate is Joe Custers. Our next graduate, Victoria Lennon. Our next graduate, Clement McLean. Okay, up next, Daniel Muller. Next up, Jediah Noel. And our next graduate, Jubal Noel. Our next graduate is Joshua Pisano. Our next graduate is Alexandros Spanos. Our next graduate, Chang Su. Our next graduate is Tenzin Serig. Okay, and last but not least on the MNR side anyway is Adam Yaffe.
Okay. Again, congratulations. Congratulations. So we are moving on to C&D. And the next person I'm asking to come up as a pillar of this organization is John Sikarsky, Senior Vice President, Delivery Services Office.
Good morning, everybody. Mark Roach was asked to speak, but unfortunately he's not here. He's working on other business, working, right? So as his wingman, I'm going to wing it. I don't have anything prepared, but just a little story. You've heard a lot of great speeches, and everything they say is true. This is a fantastic program. You've had 18 months to learn as much as you can in various rotations of the organizations that you work for. Take all that with you. It is the foundation. It is the beginning. It's not the end. As Jamie said, we hope to have you here for the next 25, 30 years, like myself. I've taken advantage. I didn't have a program like this, but I've taken advantage of a lot of opportunities. I worked for 3 different agencies, New York City Transit, Long Island Railroad, and C&D. And life is all about learning. Again, don't ever stop learning. Keep working hard. Do the best you can. And one of you will probably become one of these leaders that you saw here in front of you today. I guarantee that. This is, again, a great program. You have wonderful opportunities. We have learning opportunities that you've experienced so far. They will continue if you participate in the MTA learning opportunities. There are a number of career opportunities. There's clear career paths for you here if you take advantage of them. So again, I just want to say congratulations, and I want to leave you with a quote or a motto. I see a lot of quotes and mottos. My favorite motto or quote, I don't know who said it, but leadership. It's not about the leader, it's about the ship. We're all on this ship called the MTA. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of everything we have here to offer, and congratulations and good luck on the rest of your career.
Thanks, John. And before I bring up the next person, I do want to give a shout out because there were 2, not wingmen, but wing women that honestly I went to for their counsel. And those wing women were Yvonne Hill Donald and Sean Moore. So I don't know if I see both of them, but I believe Sean is here. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your counsel. And even you think you got wingmen that right your ship. I've got wing women that right my ship and give me a call and say the demands that they have of the program, and I'm so grateful for that. So next, coming up here, Mr. Kevin Branch, the ultimate wingman. Thank you so much for the dedication, the commitment. It's an honor.
Distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, co-workers, and everyone who decided to take time out of their precious schedules this morning to take an opportunity to celebrate this amazing moment with us. Thank you so much for being here. 18 months of a trainee program. I know they spoke earlier and said that it went by extremely fast for them. I'm gonna let you know something. It didn't go extremely fast for me. I felt every single day of the program, the logistics, the coordinating, facilitating opportunities to try our best to establish the foundation necessary for you to be successful. And I think we did a great job. And I appreciate what we've done because we've grown every cohort. This being our 3rd cohort at C&D, each cohort we offered more and more opportunities. Opportunities to make you better. Opportunities for you to become a greater asset to C&D. And we really appreciate that, from the Certified Social Project Management Training certifications we do, to Fundamentals of Engineering Prep, to OSHA training, to our Vision Sustainability Professional training that we do along with environmental, all of those opportunities that we've been able to create for you. We feel so excited about those opportunities and what they do for you. Not only teach, coach, train, mentor, develop you, but also resume entries to make you better, to make you more competitive. After 18 months, you're moving into the workforce. That 18 months is designed to transition you from student to professional. Now you're professional. You're not on your own. I got your back. The C&D team got your back. The Metro North team got your back. The MTA team got your back. We're there. We're postured. We're in the trenches with you. But understand, moving forward, there's a lot of challenges that you gotta have to embrace. And I have to tell you that all those challenges, they're on a hill as well. So not only are you gonna be facing challenges, you're gonna be doing it going up the hill. Remember that. Stay resilient. Stay strong. Stay professional. Stay a master of your traits, your skills, your profession, and keep chugging along that hill. And I promise you, when you get to the top and you're exhausted and the sun is starting to set on you, I'll be right on the high ground waiting for you to arrive so we can tell some old stories about the good old days. Once again, as always, my pleasure to be involved with this program, one of the most exciting and rewarding aspects of my professional career, and I'm thankful for it every day. I'm motivated every single morning that 5 a.m. hits me in the head and I take my hour and a half commute on the Cadillac of the Metro North Fleet, the New Haven line, to get here with you guys. So thank you so much for making me excited and motivating me to be here as well. So thanks.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, are you guys ready? All right, it's time for us to give the certificates to our trainees from Construction and Development. And we will ask Jimmy and John and Kevin, if you don't mind, to please join us by the step and repeat banner. Anybody else? All right, Abraham Bowe. Yes. Thank you. Akshit Kumar. Alexander Rojas. Our next graduate is Amy Law. Our next graduate is Andrew Magnus. Great. Our next graduate is Bryson Ellington. Congrats, man. Our next graduate is Daniel Rubin. Congrats. Elton Dang. Our next graduate is Evan Restivo. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, Evan, thank you. My bad. Our next graduate is Ethan Cohen. Thanks, congrats, man. Our next graduate is Grunsiab Cha. Jamie Lopez Lamar. Javier Flores. Our next graduate is Jimmy Lee. Hey, man. Thanks, bro. All right. Next graduate is Bill Lee. You're welcome. Our next graduate is Giovanni Diaz. Hey, man. Congrats, man. Our next graduate is Liam O'Connell. Our next graduate is Lorenzo Focarino. Hey, Lorenzo, congrats, man. Sure. May Torres. Our next graduate is Mendisa Lucula. Megan Armas. Michael DiMartini. Miranda Frazier. Our next graduate is Neil Gajera. Nelson Zito. Hey, congrats, man. Our next graduate is Patrick Jagulowski. Looking sharp, man. Congrats. Our next graduate is Roman Rinovets. Our next graduate is Roshan Reddy. Congrats, Roshan. Our next graduate is Rituja Lenji. Our next graduate is Songyi Liang. Our next graduate is Syed Hussein. Our next graduate is Fiara Garcia Benitez. You're welcome. Our next graduate is Tilaharani Anthony. Our next graduate is William Oku. And our final graduate, Winnie Chan. No, I will end.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think he's coming. The chairman, I don't know if he's coming. Okay.
Yeah. Not if he comes, he can speak. If not.
If he comes, he can speak. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jamie, John, Kevin Branch. Thank you so much. It may still be possible that our chairman will join us at some point. I am not sure. I know he had another engagement this morning, but if he does come, I will certainly cede the space to him. But before we part ways, I think I'd be remiss if I were not to take a couple of minutes to say thank you to each and every one of you who came from everywhere this morning to be here with our trainees to support them as you have done so over the past 18 and 19 months for some of them. MNR started their training program back in July 2023 with 28 trainees, and as of today, all 28 trainees are still here with us. And this is a testament to the kind of work This speaks volume of the level of work, the dedication and time, the mentoring all of you have done over the past 18 months to support all of the trainees. And on the M&E and on the C&D side, we had a cohort of 55. 52 are still here with us. Not all of them are graduating here today, but they are still here with the organization. And make no mistake, these are the future leaders of our organization. They will be here with us for years to come. They will graduate and spend many years working with us here, and they will retire here. And as you heard earlier this morning, as you heard from Jimmy this morning, and some of them will be running this organization later on. And so we are just thrilled and grateful for all of the work that all of you have done. And this is not just for the folks who are responsible for budgeting to make sure that we have budget line for the trainees from, Kathy, Justin, Yvonne, Mike Loney, Jeff Weston, Sapna, and on the C&D side, Jamie, Mark Roche, Sean Moore, and all of the other leaders within the organization. And within my own group in HR, we thank Lizette, Mercedes, Patrick Smith, Yvel, all of the folks in talent acquisition from C&D and Metro North. We thank you, our HR folks at Metro North, Gladys, Gary, Mayela. They are always here to support us. Whatever we need, they are supporting us. And my people at the Metro North Operation Training Crew, Frank Mesa and his team, Thomas Delabella, Anthony Josh, and Anthony Provida, and all of these guys, There isn't a time I say to them, hey, I need support, I need training or simulation training for the C&D trainees. These guys are always saying, yes, no problem. How can we organize? They are always, they're not just doing it for Metro North, they're doing it for C&D training as well. So Frank, to you and all of your people, I say thank you. Really appreciate it. Means a whole lot. To my folks on the OD&D team who are providing professional development to these trainees on a regular basis, Sharon Barnes, Crystal Houston, Brian Mojica, Paul Williams, Jerry Oliveira, Cheryl and her crew, Ed Becker, Brittany Johnson and the entire team, Peter Ramos, our cheerleader, and everyone, my crew here. Yeah, he's our cheerleader. Everyone, Kevin, Janelle, Kaya, Anoop, our CUNY intern, Caesar, who printed out who ordered the parchment papers and folders and printed out all the certificates, and most importantly to our photographer, James Hannon. Where are you, James? There he is. Thank you. And Mark Gross, who helped us put all of the profiles together for all of this to come together. Patrick Smith, I nearly forgot, who's paying for the food today. Thank you, Patrick. I think I saw you earlier, but yeah, thank you so much. We'll never send the invoices to you. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Take pictures. James will be here to take pictures with the different departments. He has committed to do this, right, James? Thank you, sir. So hang around, enjoy the rest of the food, and thank you, each and everyone, for being here.